Hey guys, welcome back to Arts and Crafts with Besa. Today we're going to be making woven flowers. If you're new to the weaving world, this project is super beginner and really easy to get started and sort of kind of get to know what weaving is. So all you'll need for these flowers is some scissors, paper plates, and any kind of yarn of your choice. So to begin, it's really important for there to be 11 kind of petals. That's where we're going to be putting the string and where we're going to do the weaving. I guess it necessarily doesn't have to be exactly 11, but it does need to be an odd number. So you can make a smaller flower by doing 5 petals or 7 petals, whatever. It just needs to be an odd number. So right here I'm kind of tracing out my 11 petals and make sure they're all odd and as even as I can make them. This can be a little tricky if you don't count correctly, so here I am just counting and making sure that I have an odd number. For you visual learners, I actually even went ahead and labeled with the numbers how many I had, just so as I'm cutting I can stay on track and cut neatly. Starting to make the petal shapes, I'm going to begin by cutting out some petals along the lines that I traced out earlier. I'm going to go between the pencil lines and kind of cut out petal shapes, and you can do that by just starting like sharp at the top of it and fanning it out towards the pencil lines, as you can see that I'm doing right now. So I'm going to go around and do that for each of the columns that I traced out earlier and start making my flower. Next thing I'm going to do is poke a hole in the middle of the paper plate. I found this to be easiest with a pencil, so here I am kind of just stabbing a hole through the middle to begin the weaving process. I'm going to take my yarn of choice and start wrapping the yarn around each individual petal, as you can see I'm doing here. It doesn't really matter if they all don't come together in the middle just yet, because we're going to fix that at the end. So begin wrapping each kind of petal with some string, and it doesn't really matter what order you go in, just make sure each of them has some yarn going through it. Now we're going to cut the end. Using the last piece of the yarn, I'm going to gather all the strings in the middle and kind of make a knot in the middle so they can all line up into kind of perfectly centered strings. So taking the end of the string, I'm going to take it through my pencil and put it through that hole that we made earlier, just to make sure it's extra threaded through and we can begin our weaving process. You need to do this in order for the thread to be secure and stable. So take that last piece of string that we used to weave everything around and put that through the hole to meet the other string that we left out in the beginning. Once you flip it over, we're going to tie the 2 loose ends together and secure it in the back. And just snip off the loose threads that you tied off. We're going to begin our weaving process by gathering a whole bunch of yarn kind of in a ball like this. It's going to make it a lot easier to begin weaving. So I'm just gathering all the yarn that I want to use and kind of making it into a ball that I can put under the yarn. You want to tie the yarn onto one of the pieces. It doesn't really matter which piece, but just know this is going to be your starting end. Here I'm just going to knot it and begin to start weaving. Alright, so weaving is really simple to do. Pretty much you just want to weave the yarn under and over every other yarn. So here I'm going to go under that gray piece, over that pink piece, and go under the piece right by it. So I'm going to repeat doing that all the way around. But once I know I made a full 360, I'm going to stop and I'm going to do the opposite direction. So once I went around once, I'm going to do the same exact thing, but just go under and over the pieces that I didn't before. So I'm going to go over the piece that I went under last time, if that makes sense. You're just going to keep going around and doing that, and this is why we needed to do an odd number in order for it to flow naturally like that. So here I'm just going to go over and under every other piece and keep on going. I'm going to start another color. I have the purple, gray, purple theme going on, so I wanted to add some pink on the outside. So to start another color, I'm going to gather all the color and just knot it on to where I left off, basically, and just keep on going. To finish the end off, I'm just going to cut off the excess and tie it on to whatever string I want and just tuck it in under. You can't even tell that it was there. And I guess you can keep weaving through the whole flower, but I just wanted to stop there because I kind of thought it looked like the middle of a flower, but depending on your patience, you can weave the whole flower, and I think that will look super cool too. But I'm just going to stop right here and tie it off, and I think we're all done. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this week's video of Arts and Crafts with Besa. I'll see you guys next week, and let me know if you enjoyed these flowers. They look great as room decor, as I'm gonna hang mine up right there. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope to see you next week. See ya!